Assalamu alaikum viewers. I hope you all are doing well. Friends, I am back with my new video. And today we are going to talk about another greatest personality, about another greatest brave, fierce fighter and intelligent warrior. So yes friends, today we are going to talk about Usman Ghazi bin Arturul Ghazi bin Suleiman Shah. So let's talk about him in detail. Usman Ghazi was the founder of the Ottoman Empire. While initially a small Turkoman, principally during Osman's lifetime, his valley transformed into a vast empire in the centuries after his death. It has existed until 1922, shortly after the end of World War I, when the Sultanate was abolished. Owing to the scarcity of historical sources dating from his lifetime, very little factual information about Osman has survived. Not a single written source survives but Osman's reign, and the Ottomans did not record the history of Osman's life until the 15th century, more than 100 years after his death. Because of this, historians find it very challenging to differentiate between facts and myths in the many histories told about him. One historian has even gone so far as to declare it's impossible, describing the period of Usman's life as a black hole. According to later Ottoman tradition, Usman's ancestors were descendants of the Kai tribe or the Orthodox troops. However, many scholars of the early Ottomans regard it as a later fabrication meant to reinforce dynasty legitimacy. The Ottoman possibly was one of many Anatolian dialects that emerged in the second half of the 13th century, situated in the region of Bithynia in the north of Asia Minor. Osman's principally found itself particularly well placed to launch attacks on the vulnerable Byzantine Empire, which his descendants would eventually go on to conquer. Some scholars have argued that Osman's original name was Turkish, probably Atman or Ataman, and was only later changed to Osman of Arabic origin. The earliest Byzantine sources, including Osman's contemporary and Greek historian George Pachymeres, spell his name as Apruva, Ottoman, or Atman, whereas Greek sources regular render both the Arabic form Osman and a Turkish version Usman. An early Arabic source mentioning him also writes rather than is one resistance. Osman may thus have adopted the more prestigious Muslim name later in his life. Turkish historian Halil İncelik argued that the hypothesis that Osman was in fact named Ataman for George Pachymeres and that he came from the district north of the Black Sea are both a remote possibility. The exact date of Osman's birth is unknown, and very little is known about his early life and origins due to scarcity of sources and the many myths and legends which came to be told about him by the Ottomans in later centuries. He was most likely born around the middle of the 13th century, possibly in 1254 or 55. The date given by the 16th century Ottoman historians, according to Ottoman tradition, Usman's father Ertugrul led the Turkic Kai tribe west from Central Asia into Anatolia, fleeing the Mongol onslaughts. He then pledged allegiance to the Sultan of the Anatolian Seljuks, who granted him dominions over the town of Sogut and the Byzantine frontier. This connection between Ertugrul and the Seljuks, however, was largely invented by court chronicler a century later, and the true origins of the Ottomans thus remain obscure. According to Karmani, the historians Shikari Osman was lowborn, Uruk, and shepherd. From military point of view, the location of Osman's Beylik had a significant impact on his success as a conquering warrior. His capital Sogut was located on a hill in a well-defended position, mediating the main road from Constantinople to Konya. The importance of this site emerged due to political fragmentation of Anatolia that gave small states greater importance than they originally had. Being an empire to a Beylik barbarian Byzantine lands, Osman had opportunity to direct all his efforts towards war and jihad, following the footsteps of the Seljuk with intentions to conquer all Byzantine territories and absorb them into an Islamic caliphate. Encouraged by the weakness of the Asian Empire and its ongoing wars in Europe, Usman had chance to expand towards western Anatolia across the Dardanelles to southeastern Europe. Commenting on these actions, some historians argue that Osman's strategy of increasing his territories at the expense of the Byzantines was due to his intention to avoid conflicts with his more powerful Turks neighbors. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Let's meet in the video. Allah Hafiz.